Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Phoenix Point, where the world is looking a little bit different than it did at the end of the last episode. When I loaded up the game today to resume where we crashed out during yesterday's episode, there was no autosave, so I had to start at the beginning of yesterday's episode and play forward. We have seen that most of the time when it crashes, it generates an autosave that we can just flawlessly continue to. Well, flawlessly is a bad way to describe a crash recovery process, but you know what I mean. We can press continue on the main menu and it puts us approximately back where we were. But a couple of times now it has done this thing where there is no autosave. It has deleted the last autosave that was produced but crashed before it made the new one or something. And yeah, that's really annoying. There's a lot of technical issues with this video game. But I took advantage of having to start at the beginning of yesterday's episode to not research the virophage injector. So everybody's still feeling pretty friendly with us. A bunch of stuff's under attack, but we're not going to save any of the new Jericho Havens. The Exalted's Temple is under construction right here. 2 days left on that build. And the Synedrian Moon Launch site is actually basically done. It says 0 days, 100%. I assume that this is going to complete as soon as we unpause time. It must be very, very, very close. And then a slightly different haven this time got attacked. Mostly things went the same way. Phoenix Logistics B got attacked by some dudes. We repelled them easily. And now this haven is under attack. We're going to go over here and save these guys for a little bit of pay. And then we'll see what happens with that moon landing thing. We'll see what our options are for concluding the game. Attacking strength 5. You know what? This is Manticore 2. This is like the A team. We can probably handle this. So I first of all need to do this. Secondly, boy, I sure wish on this menu it would only show you people who are actually on the team. I did go ahead and spend some skill ups and stuff. In particular, of particular importance, Grandpa's head has been mutated, which is a sentence that every video game should allow you to say. He's got his proper mind control and panic-inducing powers. He is very similar to, not exactly the same as, but very similar to the unit we lost so long ago. And I think with that we are ready to... You have so much stuff. Do you need all this stuff? I guess there's no reason for you not to have it. You're very strong. Tiny, do you actually need more grenades? You totally do. Kind of do. Okay. Alright, let's do the thing. Let's deploy the squad. Let's go fight a small number of Pandorans and then get back to the business of maybe completing the game. At least heading in the direction of completing the game. I do not feel like this game does a good job of... I guess I want to say signposting the direction to the ending. And this is something I think XCOM was actually pretty good about. You knew when you were researching climactic things. It does a really good job of keeping you apprised of where you are in the plot. There's nothing in XCOM where you have the unpleasant surprise that we had upon completing the virophage injector, for example. I don't know exactly... Probably it's just text on menus is how you would fix that. Just be clearer about stuff in writing, but whatever. It's not a huge deal for us at this point. So we're just gonna double quick shot this dude, right? There's no reason to allow an Arthron to live, especially not an Arthron with good equipment. Yeah, let's just double tap him and move forward from there. I also did finally go back. I spent a little time going back over our soldiers and making sure everybody's equipment was sensible. You can see I finally removed the neural rifle from Pondus's equipment and gave him the assault rifle that he's teched for. And also, I finally went back and got weak spot on Lise. So now when she breaks a body part, it will remove all the armor from it as well. I really underestimated the value of that when we first got access to it, on account of having no idea how important armor was going to be. I guess we just run somewhere. Let's see, there's a will spot up here. Is this all the way on the edge of the map? It is. That's a shame. Okay, there's another one here that's a little bit more central. I'm thinking there's reasonably good odds that we're going to have Tiny jetpack up to there, if we can't figure out where the enemies are in short order. So I'm going to dash then. Jeez. Look at how fast Bave is. Ridiculous. What a wonderful thing. Alright, we're going to dash over to here and try to get some kind of idea where the foes are. Hey, look, I found them. Unfortunately, I also alerted them. So we got... Okay, dangerous guy. That's a sniper rifle? Yes, it is. And then there's another one all the way over there who is probably not alerted, but who is definitely using some dangerous gear. Well, this is a problem. Where's Lise? We need help. So Lise could make it to here off a dash. It says we have a shot there, but I'm a little worried about the... this occluding my shot. Well, I think we're gonna go for it though. I don't know that we really have another option. So Bave can light that guy up with armor break. Those guys are those guys close enough for... Ooh. They are maybe close enough for a double grenade. I'm assuming that Tiny... Okay, yeah, Tiny will have more than enough range with Boom Blast, but it looks like we probably won't actually be able to... Yeah, I don't have an angle that works. Well, that being the case, maybe I just run to here. Trying to figure out, do I think this is far enough forward to clear the building? Because we need to step away from the building while also stepping in this axis, right? So let's try it from right here. Or I could just dash. We could dash to a place where we know it will work, like here. We have a nice open shot there. Spending a lot of will. We do have a will restoring head again though, so we can maybe cover for that. Oh no, you're kidding me. It's like exactly at the edge of our range. Okay, well, we have some options for dealing with this. We could have Bave just do rally the troops, give Tiny back an action point, and then Tiny could double grenade. So basically we trade Bave's action for an extra grenade shot from Tiny. Which is maybe sensible. You're Pain Chameleon though, right? Yeah. So if we do that, the first grenade's going to cause this guy to scatter out of the zone. Unless we can use Lise to damage his torso. Does his torso have low enough health for that to be viable? Yes, it totally does. Okay, so if Lise can nail a sniper shot into our dude's torso, then we're all good. Boy, she doesn't have a shot on him at all until all the way over here, though. Alright, I think that's what I'm going for. Because it'd be really cool if we could take out two of these guys. Another enemy spot. Oh! And they all have sniper rifles. What fun for them. Hold on, I don't necessarily have to quick aim. Yeah, the core issue here is that it's unlikely that I'll be able to hit this guy's torso. Alright, so maybe what we do instead is just plan to damage out some arms. We don't know for sure that the Arthron is aware of us. So, okay, if Bave can break that guy's arm, which it looks like is not at all guaranteed. He's only got 40 health, so we'd have to hit him with 2 projectiles. You know what? Odds are decent. Odds are decent. We aim, like, here. So we break an arm, then we break an arm with Lise. We don't go for the double grenade at all. We hit this guy now, and then try to drop a grenade on him where he runs to. I think that's got to be the plan. Alright. He moved that way, which is bad for us. It's not bad, but it's not ideal. And, like, decent odds on this, certainly not guaranteed. Alright, got him. Alright, so that's 2 enemies who no longer have attacks. This guy we don't think is aware of us yet. Ooh, that's the goo abdomen? Yeah, that could be a real problem. We could try to drop a grenade over here. There's at least some chance that this will do enough damage to one of that thing's arms that it'll disable his fire, but we can't rely on it. Oh yeah, now that Grandpa is a priest, he can use a virus sniper rifle too, which gives him a little bit of a different set of engagement options. The virus sniper rifle is not a great weapon, but it's probably better than the Iron Fury handgun he was using before, and he still has the handgun in case he needs to swap. Alright, if we're going to try to take a shot at this guy with somebody else, we need to figure that out. So Bave can't do it. Bave should probably just, like, get behind the high cover here. I guess Bave could have done it. I could have hit Adrenaline Rush for a single shot, but that would have been, I think, very unlikely to work. Again, I wish there was an indicator. Like, we know when they are alerted that's already information the game is giving to us. It should be information that remains visible. I think we're not going to hit him this turn. I think I'm going to jetpack instead. It's possible jetpacking up is going to cost me. I'm definitely more inclined to jump up here now that we know the spread of the enemies a little bit. Yeah, there's a concern, perhaps, that this jetpack move makes the enemies aware of us. But I really do want the will. Everybody needs this will. Okay, we alerted the goo guy, but not the Triton, it looks like. So you're done. You can... You go somewhere and just lay down a turret. I'd be a little bit careful about that, though. I want to make sure I lay down the turret in a place where it's not going to harm anyone on my team. Do this. We don't necessarily know the locations of all the enemies yet, but this should be... This is a nice wide field of fire. And then you just need to end your turn over here somewhere. You can feed will to people. Honestly, this might work. I don't know if that will get will to both of them. Oh! There's a guy right the hell there. With a... Oh, with a shotgun. Wow. Well, that's really bad for us. How much health does his arm have? 6... that's too much. That's too much. Well... I could throw a grenade. Apparently, not very well. Yeah, that's really bad. Maybe the smart move is to do a thing that doesn't alert that guy. Let's try to get to a position where he's not going to be aware of me, but I can make a move on him next turn. I want to make sure that I'm feeding the feeding will to people, though. You're at 8. You're fine. You don't need it. Actually, most people don't really need it. Okay, we'll do this and we'll just, like, overwatch that guy with the acid gun. Like, there's a real good chance that he's going to get an... This sucks. There's a really good chance that he's going to get a free shot on Bave. Okay, Bave can move around to here at least. So we can get a little bit of cover. I don't know how nobody saw that dude. Like, Lise absolutely ran past a window where that guy was and just elected not to do anything about him. And he definitely has enough action points to shoot us if he wants. Okay, he's just going to miss instead. That's fine. Alright, so that guy's just going to leave, I imagine. He has no way to fight us anymore. Same with this dude. Oh. Well, I'm glad I didn't jetpack up there. That's still pretty crappy, though. Well, these enemies got to just be in any place that was beneficial for them, anywhere they wanted to be, huh? It was rough. Okay, no hit at all, but he could just fire again. Alright, I don't think a single bullet landed. Jesus Christ. Well, that guy sure became aware of us all of a sudden in the middle of the turn. Also, he became aware of the location of a civilian, but then shot me for some reason. And this could be, like, tremendously bad, right? Okay, 3 of us got gooed. That's mission ending, potentially? So, okay, you don't get to do anything this turn. Okay. Oh, interesting. Despite the fact that you're gooed, you're still allowed to move. Well, I'll take it. You have some kind of cover. So we have a lot of really big problems. And this is, without a doubt, a Boom Blast turn. And it's like, drop an explosive on that guy for sure, right? We might be able to just knock him through the floor. There's a civilian underneath that flooring, and good luck to them. Of course, it's nothing at all. Fantastic. Because he really needed to deal with this guy, too. I mean, we don't have a choice. We have the other grenade also has to go over here. It was a really, really shitty time for you to just not shoot the thing where I told you to shoot the thing. Okay. Did not do enough damage to the parts that matter. You're probably on the hook for dealing with the sniper Triton over here, then. Wait. Hold on. Who are you aiming at? Yeah, this one. That's weird. She's not in the mist. This should not be happening to her. I guess she's kinda, sorta... No, she's totally not in the mist. She's one space outside of it. Alright, let's do this thing. So one more down. And then... we gotta break this guy, but I think Bave is the person for that job. Right, like we move to here. Oh, that's not a new enemy. No, seriously, you're adjacent to him. You can see him. Yeah, there we go. Without even leaving the space, so he definitely could have seen him without me having to hit move again. And part of me just wants to put the shotgun into him like this. There we go. That'll get that arm. That's interesting. It gave me Master Marksman, despite the fact that I definitely don't get Master Marksman, because we know that guy's nearby. So does your sniper receive the Master Marksman buff as long as they believe that they are near an enemy? Or not near an enemy, rather? That's kind of weird. Okay, you have a grenade. It's a virophage grenade, though. Thing is, sorry, civilian, I'm pretty sure I need to blow this dude up. And you definitely have other grenades available. That's a fire grenade. We need a proper explosive. The odds that I'm going to use the sniper rifle at this point in this mission, I think, are quite low. Alright, I am throwing this in such a way that hopefully it will not harm the civilian. Is there a spot up here where I can... Basically, what I'm trying to do is knock the ground out more than... Nope, this is going to hit that civilian. Well, sorry. I apologize in advance. It did no damage to the structure or the alien. Cool. Great. I mean, that's just not how explosions work. Okay. I was gambling on return fire not being any good through that narrow area. I was kind of hoping he wasn't going to get to do it at all, but no such luck, apparently. And then that leaves Vanessa. I mean, if Vanessa can hit that arm even once, that gets rid of the launcher, that would be pretty huge. Try to make the circle as full of arm as possible. Okay. One of the weapons down. unfortunately, that still leaves him with a machine gun, but at least we have some cover. And then the only thing we can really do beyond that is quick aim that other guy. Just do our best to find a shot on him. So that's all Carapace. Let's take the arm. Still got one weapon. But we're in slightly better cover than we were before. So does Vanessa keep shooting feebly at this guy? It's very unlikely to work. Does Vanessa drop the other turret, maybe? It's so unlikely for it to matter. I'm not allowed to deploy the turret. You can't put the turret down on goo, I guess. Well, that being the case, I guess there's no reason not to just shoot at him. Okay, 2 bullets in 4 shots. You got there eventually. I'm allowed to manually fire the turret because it did not take a turn at the beginning. Okay, that was actually pretty good. That's lethal damage. Good news for me. So that guy's just going to run off the map. That means, as far as we know, we just have one Arthron and the goo Chiron that are still able to do stuff to us. And obviously the goo thing is not exactly lethal. It is super annoying, though. No, there must be at least 1 or 2 more aliens. Oh, I guess we know there's something down in this building, right? The good news is shotguns are absolute garbage in this game. They're really horrible. Truly terrible weapons. Alright, so... what's up for Tiny? I think that's the first question we gotta ask. Does Tiny have the ability to just drop a grenade right here? Okay. I don't know if that's what we want to do necessarily, but it's at least an option. Can't hit this shot. Alright. If we move Bave forward toward this guy over here, we can probably provide a shot for Lise, is what I'm thinking. For real, just get to the cover that I clicked on. I know, you're trying to be helpful. You wanna let me know what's up, but... oh, right, I should be using my assault rifle. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm a little concerned that he's going to get return fire on me. I do have half cover. What I really want is for Lise to take a shot at him. Yeah, I think this is good. So, like... the leg is a guaranteed hit through 30 armor. That'll put him low enough that Bave almost certainly kills him. We could quick shot this and then still assault rifle the other guy. This is probably the smart play here. Alright, so that should let Bave clean up pretty easily. Maybe, actually. Actually, it's not guaranteed, is it? If you blow off his head, does he still have the ability to return fire? I guess he's not really using eyes to determine where we are in the first place, right? The game's a lot more confident than I am looking at the numbers here that I'm going to get a kill. Alright, we're gonna try it like this. Okay, good enough. He's under 20, right? I do wish that it would just display their health as a number, like on top of the health bar, or maybe below the health bar where the bleeding indicator is now, and have the bleeding indicator appear at the other side. It would be nice for that information to be like clearer at a glance. Pondus is probably next, because Pondus should have a nice clean shot at... no, apparently not. Well, the good news is that other dude is terrible at shooting goo. Pondus can find the shot. And then I don't feel at all confident that that this is the last one of these guys. I think I'm just gonna break his pain chameleon and we'll we'll find enough damage to finish the job. I'm confident, between the lot of us over here, that we can put this together. Good thing these guys don't know how to return fire. I feel like you could try a little harder. That glass is totally unbreakable, which means I can't actually hit his torso. Hold on. That's very annoying. We probably want to pull out this handgun at this point. And then, like, I'm probably not going to use another grenade. Those changes are free to make. We may as well make them. Oh, you can't... There's a tree. And you can't move because of the goo. Well... I really, obviously, don't want to use the grenade this way. That's all the damage we got out of 4 shots. We might have to, because I'm not really being given a whole lot of options here. I guess we can huck a grenade at him. I can go ahead and use one of the grenades. It's not really what I wanted to do. Because obviously, you know, we gotta build more grenades then. There we go. Now he's dead. And that means everybody else can just work this dude. Although, honestly, I think there's a pretty good chance he disengages from battle once he realizes he is alone. I guess, given the amount of delay during the enemy turn, I think there's a pretty good chance there's at least one enemy that we do not yet know the location of. You're probably as safe as you're going to be. The turret could potentially shoot that guy. I mean, we may as well try, right? Well done. It looks like Vanessa did not get... Well, I guess I hadn't lost any will. But it sure didn't look like I got credited with any will points for that. So yeah, somewhere there's still something up. Wow, this guy is really covered. I guess let's start with the grenades. Grenade singular. I did some armor damage, got some bleeding going. And then you... I suppose you could dash. May as well. It's not cover, that's just a mangled corpse. Well, pretty annoying that I can't get a shot from the location that I'm in now. I have to move once, that I'm not able to shoot my sniper rifle. We could just go like this. Some of these shots will hit for full damage. Actually, quite a lot of that hit for full damage. That was not bad. You can't do anything at all. This is really crummy. Can I get you up on this building at all? No, it's like a really long run, actually. Well, whatever. Make it. Not going to be able to do anything else. Maybe we can take up a better position for next turn. I'm assuming my shot... You know what? Actually, it's not that bad. These laser rifles have turned out to be pretty useful. Alright, and then everybody else is just do nothing, I guess? Yeah. Okay, interesting decision. Oh, no, that was the last enemy. That's weird. There was an awful long time that was during the enemy turn, but after that guy had used all his actions. I guess the game does the way the game spends its time is not well optimized. We need a stop wasting my time mod for this one as well. All right, we got some basic stuff. Some things we don't actually need. And then I'm just going to have these guys fly back to Symes. Never have enough XP. Sanhedrin has been attacking some New Jericho Havens and failing to kill them. Because Sanhedrin is bad at stuff. Bad at combat. Or not Sanhedrin, sorry, the Disciples. Okay, facility is still building. It says, when you mouse over it, it says they've completed a launcher. But it sure does still say facility is building with the building icon and nothing has happened. Who knows? Who knows with any of this garbage? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Meant to click Haven Info. Alright, well maybe when that finishes it will actually finish. Who knows? Sanhedrin Haven is under attack by Pandorans, and they started with a 22-point advantage. So, sorry guys, that is literally impossible for us to do anything about. Fort Methuselah is under attack by Sanhedrin, and they didn't bring enough guys, and we can't aid them. Fort Taggart managed to completely rebuild its defending force immediately after the battle with Sanhedrin was done. You know, that would be kind of a neat thing if the... Okay. Anu's declaring war on Sanhedrin, whatever. Sanhedrin's doing... Okay, hold on. Is this actually... This is actually something that matters. Okay. So some time ago, I came across a classified Phoenix Project report from 1973. It turns out, and I genuinely couldn't believe this was true at first, that in the 70s, the Phoenix Project actually sent people to the moon. Twice. But the mission to the Tsiolkovsky crater went terribly wrong. The astronauts in the lander became infected, I suppose, and committed suicide by opening the hatch. Protecting the Earth is a heavy burden. The incident almost destroyed the Phoenix Project. It ended Newton Summerall's career and began the long decline that seems to only have ended recently. But then I realized, meteorites! That must be how the Ugothian entity is sending the Pandora virus to Earth. And the moon functions as a kind of shield. That's what they must have found. A much, much older iteration of the Pandora virus. If we could get our hands on that, the insights to be gleaned from it would be tremendous. So, I planned a mission to the moon. Unmanned, mind you, I'm not crazy. And now we're ready to actually make it happen. Except for one problem. The Pandora virus creatures seem very interested in blowing up our rocket. That's where we come in. Help us defend the launch site, we can get my robot to the moon. Wow, I can't believe I just said that. I feel like a mad scientist. Igor, launch my robot to the moon! For science! Oh, wait, I think I just came up with a good name for the probe. So, we could now do this moonshot mission. Is this a limited time thing? No, they're not actually being attacked. To be perfectly honest with you, I kind of want to do this the Disciples of Anu way just because it seems like the craziest, and I really want to see where that goes. So, continue to pass time? So yeah, the timer indicating how long it was going to take them to finish their thing was just a total lie, which is a thing that seems to happen in this game. We get times misrepresented to us frequently, I feel like. That says a day. We'll see how much longer than a day it turns out to be. And in the meantime, everybody chills out at the training site. Eridu is under attack by a massively superior... Wow, there's no defenses here at all. Well, I can only do so much for you. Haven destroyed. According to a rumor, a man in a Sanhedrin haven killed several people while hallucinating that he was being pulled into a tomb by the ghoulish creatures that had been haunting his dreams for several weeks. There is a similar rumor about a woman in a New Jericho haven killing her family. It's not clear whether these are two similar incidents or whether both rumors are based on the same event. What is certain is that reports of visual and auditory hallucinations are increasing. Well, there would have to be an awful lot of game left for that to be able to get dangerous at all. So we're just going to keep waiting. You are now level 6. You are still 5. It'd be really cool if we could get everybody to level 7 before the end of the game. Would certainly make my life easier. We can accelerate things a little bit. Hold on. We need your help now. The Synod of Yearning has turned against the Exalted. That triple-headed fool discovered her true plan and has declared her a traitor to the dead god. This is a coup and a prelude to a civil war we simply cannot afford. Gather your forces. We must save the Exalted, or humanity is lost. Okay, I will assist you, apparently. I'm sending you the coordinates. Make sure you come prepared. This won't be an easy fight, but it's one we must not lose. So, was that the completion of the thing? Yes, it was. Okay, so the timer on this one seems like it was correct. Well, I'm very curious to see where this is going. We're going to save the game right now so that we can come back to this decision point and decide to go to the moon instead, or have somebody go to the moon instead. Yeah, no reason to do anything other than just go to it. 40 McFortface. Well, that's what you get with internet democracy, which is not, it turns out, the same thing as democracy. Certain people get a lot more votes than others. It kind of depends on who has scripting knowledge. Alright. The Exalted, our ally and the leader of the Disciples of Anu, has come under attack by forces loyal to the Synod of Yearning. They perceive her as having betrayed their holy cause, and intend to overthrow her so that the disciples will not be led astray by false dogma. The Exalted is an essential part of our struggle against the Pandora virus, and must be protected at all costs. The enemy has not yet breached the Leviathan chamber, but the siege cannot be lifted without our help. That sounds correct. I'm very good at blowing things up. I could see why they would want me here. Ooh, turrets can be thrown and deployed for a single action point. I'm down with that. Killing enemies grants an extra will point. I suppose it's possible. Vanessa sometimes gets kills. Here's the thing. Vanessa's about to get a grenade launcher. I had us build some grenade launchers for exactly this reason. So, the question is, how do we want to change up the loadout? Because right now we're very close to our encumbrance. We have a bunch of Phoenix skill points, and I'm not opposed to using them. We have Boom Blast. Like, it feels like a second grenade launcher mounted on a technician is the way to go. So let's say we do this. How expensive are these? Or heavy? These are 4 weight. We probably don't need 2 turrets down, right? Like, if I just don't bring the turrets, it's like load this thing up, don't bring the extra turret, bring an extra thing of grenades, and then train 2 points of strength. Yeah, I feel pretty okay about that. We've got our, Oh, can we not manufacture ammo for this one either? No, we can't. So, piercing weapon. We have gotten some more mags for it. I guess we should just switch back to the piercing version, right? Yeah, okay. Vanessa is loaded for bear. It is a shame that we're gonna just run out of ammunition for these weapons. Do I want to grab anything else? Warcry is probably not super useful for you. Manual control is fine. Doesn't really come up all that often. Yeah, I think we're good. I think let's just go ahead and roll in here. I have not considered which mutations. We have so much mutagen. I wish I had any sense of how difficult this mission was going to be. Let's see, everybody else is good on ammo? Looks like everybody else is good on ammo. Tells me Pondus is not. Are you... You are missing a single round from your sniper rifle. That's fine. You're good. Alright, let us go forth and quote-unquote secure this area. If anything, what we're really doing is unsecuring the area. I bet the people who are already here feel like they have it locked down. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the voice work. Like, it used to be the case that communications from the 3 major storyline characters had audio. Definitely no longer. And also, there's less music than there used to be, it feels like. The game's not muted. We still definitely have sound effects and stuff. And I haven't gone into the menu and messed with the sound levels at all. Maybe I should. Maybe the levels got messed with on account of the game being incredibly buggy, and I need to unbreak them. Alright, so we're probably going to be looking at pretty heavily mutated... It looks like they're all berserkers with maybe only melee weapons? Well, hey, this seems like a prime location to drop some grenades, doesn't it? You're immune to goo. You have armor break already. You used armor break before we arrived. You have spike arms and stuff. Well, I mean, we just, like, grenades, right? We just drop a lot of grenades. Feels like this is gonna be pretty effective. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance we can hit all 4 of them with at least some of these. Alright, here's hoping for some decent accuracy. Please stop pulling my camera back over there. And now we have 2 people with grenade launchers and boom blast. Alright, managed to hit the only thing in the air up there instead of landing the grenade where I pointed it. Fortunately, that can't happen a second time at least. Alright, your turn. I don't know if the grenade launcher is the best weapon in the game, but it's definitely among the best weapons in the game. It is very nice to have a second one active. Also, you have to imagine you're going to get some reasonable XP out of this. And then we should have a real easy time cleaning these 4 up with everybody else. Okay, we did kill one. So, Pondus should be able to take out any one of them, although apparently only one of them is visible. How many of the others do you have? 2 of the others. Okay. So all 3 of the survivors can be put down right here. That's pretty excellent for us. Yeah, there's no reason not to shoot center mass. And this is going to do a real number on the amount of will possessed by all of the other enemies on the map. So I guess one thing we do have to do is make sure that we're not leaving her in a super dangerous spot. No, none of the enemies that we can see can retaliate against her.
Confirming target.
Boy, that guy is all mutated up.
All I need is a clear shot.
They told us this was going to be difficult. I assume it can't be the case that you're the Exalted, right? You're friendly? Oh, not only are you friendly, I actually am in control of you. I did not realize. So what is your deal? You have Psychic Scream. You have Panic. Mind Crush. Okay, we'll come back. I kind of can't believe I didn't notice that I had control of the Exalted, who is a totally wicked-looking unit. Bave. You are not really in a position to shoot anyone. I guess we can try to move on that dude. So let's see. If I dash... we could probably do a dash into an armor break that will be pretty successful. Again, ooh, boy, he's really far away, though. Okay.
Targeting.
Turns out the way they make it difficult for you to fight berserkers is just by putting 50 of them on the map.
Yeah.
Well, let's just try to put some rounds downrange here. I guess I could get closer. I can move up one more time. Do I want to get closer? No, hold on. What am I thinking? Range is a huge advantage for me. Why would I get closer? Okay. I was really doing that just for the armor break. It's actually really good damage. You're probably good. You might be able to virus snipe someone, maybe? Oh, I see another one. Oh! Oh, they have a man with a gun. Well, that's something I wish that I had been aware of earlier. Also, can I really induce who's the target of this? I'm afraid to click on it because I think it will use the ability. And mousing over it is not dashing the camera over to it like it's supposed to. Okay, so we could induce panic on that guy. I mean, we may as well, right? I'm going to gain 2 will at the beginning of the turn no matter what, because obviously Grandpa is always in range of Grandpa's magic head, so... yeah, sure. You know what they say. Grandpa is always in range of Grandpa's magic head. And apparently I spent a little bit too much AP to actually do anything here. Well, I guess just get behind something tall. We'll figure stuff out later. We definitely need to deal with that gun dude. So Pondus, unfortunately, is not really in a position to do any such thing. The Exalted, though. The Exalted could maybe step up and try to... I have 29 will. What does that guy have? 5. Right, because we've been tearing at their will pretty seriously. Let's go grab him. Not sure exactly how far I want to go forward. There's more of them. Yeah, okay. There are a bunch of gun units, and we were not well informed of... Jesus. Too many. It's too many enemies. Okay, no. Clicking on them does not automatically... Ooh, it is a lot of guys. Wow, it's like really a lot of guys. Literally every time I try to move, I see multiple new enemies. 100 damage to all enemies within 10 tiles. I think I want to do a mind control. I need to move forward one more space, it looks like. And hey, I didn't see 15 new enemies on that one. Cool. Let's get control of you. I can also mind control the other one here, I guess, and then this can just be the way I leave the building. Alright, it was expensive, but probably worth it. Then we'll go out this way to join up with the rest of the crew. Except I can't do it yet. We have to move people out of the way. So you have an iconoclast, some grenades, and that's... okay. An iconoclast and a grenade. Well, it feels like I oughta throw the grenade just to get rid of it. But I think I'm going to run up with the shotgun instead. I mean, I can get right on top of this guy. I think that's the sensible thing to do. Get adjacent and blast him. My guess is he feels like panicking. I would feel like panicking. We're not going to give him the chance. This really is a lot of enemies. Ooh, electric kick. Now, for right now, we'll just bash him one. Remarkably, non-lethal. Also, what is this? Tissue regeneration. 10 hit points to the arms and torso. Okay. Yeah, somehow the shotgun blast did not... Hold on a second. How much health does your head have left? 1. That's annoying. Yeah, you just... We need to make sure the Exalted is not in a position to be killed by enemies with guns. Just be over here. And then... You would like to end up near the Will Restoration Head. And you're done. And you're done. Wait. Okay, no, it's just a bug. I was going to say, that sure does look like you have an awful lot of action points left. Does Babe want to move? Nah, I can't get anywhere near the Synod Head. This is a pretty weird mission. There's a lot of heavily mutated people on the battlefield here. I thought we were doing so well when we had that, like, explosive first turn. It was like, okay, this will be easy. We'll just clean this up in no time. But apparently we are going to be at this for a minute. So we have 2 enemies left on this side. 1 enemy left on the other side. There were 4 guys that we saw over here, I think. And then that doesn't... I think we saw maybe even more than that. And also, it's impossible to tell if it's bugged or... Okay, stuff is continuing to happen. Alright, so that was a full move. There's no way that guy has any AP left. You became alerted, and it looks like you have a shotgun, so hopefully... Right, this one hasn't taken a turn yet, right? It was that one that moved. Okay, so there were 2 more assaults on that side. Boy, this is a really huge number of enemies. I don't think it's a good idea for them to use this number of enemies in this game engine, given how long it takes to process each enemy unit's turn. Like, we're going to have some enemy turn sequences that are multiple minutes in length. Just maybe not a great idea. Fortunately, a lot of the enemies are non-functional outside of melee range. We just have to highly prioritize killing anything that's carrying a gun. Even the stuff that's carrying guns is carrying shotguns, though. We may end up not advancing at all. I can't believe you're alive. That's such nonsense. Point-blank shotgun blast to the head doesn't even actually kill the head. Alright, so you're bleeding for 10, but you also have plus 10 healing. Okay, you are going to finish the damn job. Actually, we could do this with a bash. And that way still have a little bit of AP left for movement. Because we definitely want to just baffle them with targets, right? Make it obvious to the enemies that they have targeting options. Wait, what about the shotgunner over here? Okay, that's you. I was expecting all of the mind-controlled people to have very artfully designed heads. Let's see, I could make a run pretty deep into enemy territory with a dash. I think we'll just dash into here. And there's no sense in standing in cover. I kind of want these units to get chewed up, right? At some point, the mind control is going to break. And when it does... Oh, also, we definitely want to be, like, aggressive with spending will points for similar reasons. That's just an acid grenade. Does it, like... What's the damage output on that? Blast 20 and then 50 acid, which is effectively nothing. Because acid does not really do the thing. But holy crap, this guy is hard to actually injure. I guess we aim low because his legs aren't really that armored. Well, I mean, it doesn't make sense to do anything other than we should aim such that he is in the whole circle. Okay, I did a total of 30 damage. Man, shotguns are bad. I'm actually, just going to have you run right over here. You're going to present yourself to the enemy. Can't pay for that mind control forever. Alright, let's talk about grenade range. So the height of the building is going to be something of a problem. I would love to just boom blast again. What's the will on Vanessa? Where's Vanessa? I don't even... There we go, Vanessa. Vanessa does not have enough will to do another one. So we need to try to end our turn near the Synod. Sorry, our Synod, not this terrible traitor Synod. We also need to try to take these guys out. This is our top priority. So how do we blow that up? How do we most effectively detonate that part of the map?
Yes.
And with you, it could just be a dash forward. A dash forward leaves me on 2, which means that with the 2 points of will from the Synod head, I don't have Boom Blast next turn. So maybe that's not ideal. If I just step forward this much, just as much as I can, and then... Yeah, that's pretty not ideal. And just try to shoot as far into the cathedral as possible. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad all the way around. We could have potentially Bave pass an action point over. Oh no, Bave doesn't have the willpower.
Standing by.
Least does. Alright, hold on. Let's start with the snipers. You can see one of their priests. Okay. That guy needs to go, and he only has 140 HP, so easy enough to accomplish. Does it matter where we hit him? No, his damage reduction is nowhere near sufficient to keep him alive. This is not a guaranteed hit. Good enough. And then quick aim one more time, and we can put one into this berserker.
Taking aim.
Matter where we shoot him? Probably not. Okay, he's down. Shame we don't get Will when we do it that way. Yeah, you might have to just, like, run forward and drop a turret this round, actually. In fact, I think that's pretty good. Let's do that. Let's get the turret on the floor. Oh, that's right. I'm really good at placing them now. Like, really good. How far can you... Oh, wow. You can really hurl those things. Okay, well, let's do that, then. It's a little goofy animation-wise, but just make sure the whole body is in the thing. There we go. That's our Boom Blast next turn. Oh, man, and now that Vanessa gives will points to everyone when she gets a kill, like, that's... Man, that's good. What a good unit. Who do you have from here? Just some guy. Well, I guess just take one of his legs. His melee weapon's not going to be all that useful if he can't get to us. So I may as well close up a little bit more first. Get the best shot we can get. I wonder if we take the arm that the hammer is in, I wonder if he could use it with the other arm, if there's a way that they can switch. Alright, this is not a guaranteed hit. Good enough. Yeah, you definitely need to move in toward the middle a little bit, because you gotta feed people. I don't have a shot on anybody from anywhere with this thing? Man. It's possible this sniper rifle is just a total garbage thing. Total garbage toy. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe where Bave is now is where we want Grandpa to end up. Let's see, I could get vision of very distant enemies quite easily. I cannot dash to a position that gives me anything, though, because I don't have dash. I can move up to here and get a shot on that dude. Yeah, there's no way for me to get the grenades where the grenades need to go, it looks like. Fortunately, most of the enemies are panicked. I'm going to try for this. Hopefully we don't land it on that friendly. Okay, that shot was way off. Holy crap, that was really not anywhere near where I was trying to shoot.
Channel open.
So Bave just... And we could get over here and just go into Overwatch, because we know that these guys are going to freak out and run. Yeah, man. Enemy spotted. We know.
Ready to fire.
Could you actually hit him? Probably not. Yeah, we almost never Overwatch people. Who knows what those guys will do in their panic. We might get some value on this. And then I think this will leave me in a better position to respond to enemies advancing on that side while still... it doesn't keep me in in Synod Head range of everybody, though. Yeah, and all of you guys kind of want the buff. Alright. I will sacrifice Grandpa's effectiveness for that. I think that's totally reasonable. So we don't want to sacrifice the... or we don't want to turn off the mind controls just yet, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna keep moving to safety. Yeah, I think we're taking the right path here. I want to be the Yugothian entity. If there's going to be one scary Lovecraftian brain creature taking over Earth, it's going to be me. Or at least somebody who works for me. Okay, you did something. That was good. I don't know how you managed to hit him in the head with the shotgun from that range, given how effective the shotguns generally are. Well, this looks promising, though. Aw. That would have been a really good time to get a kill. Now I'm worried that guy's going to start his turn. Yeah, he's going to run out. He's going to eat the Overwatch, which is cool in the sense that it gains me will points, but is a bummer in the sense that it's just wasted damage, because that guy was effectively already dead. Well, I guess if this dude's running the other way, I might not actually get another Overwatch opportunity. So maybe it's all for the best. So at this point, our primary concern is the assault guy that we can still see in the distance over here on this side, the one who stayed back. And then there were 1 or 2 assaults at the back side of the temple being overwatched with... Is that a Iron Fury? It can't be an Iron Fury. That's Iron Fury's new Jericho equipment. It might be a acid pistol, maybe? Which is to say, nothing. Yeah, this is not a real threat. Okay, that guy, on the other hand, that guy's a threat. Fortunately, very exposed. So, Bave, now at 4 AP. We could just throw an armor break on this guy and double tap him and definitely kill him. I think that's what I'm going to do. Get ourselves back above zero will with the murder. Yeah, that's not going to work. I guess it doesn't really matter where we do this. A big downside for the enemies, like, having a ton of units on the field actually isn't all that good. Because of the way the willpower system works, like, they're just hemorrhaging will constantly because of the fact that they have so many people out. So it's like the fact that there's 1 million enemies on every mission doesn't actually represent a danger to us or anything. It's just annoying because it makes the missions take so long. Yeah, take that. Get virused on. Congratulations. You used a virus weapon in a way that was kind of effective for the first time in the history of the campaign. Virus weapons are broadly not very good. Yeah, where's our... Hold on. Let's use these guys. So you have a shotgun. Who over here is the most dangerous? Oh, that guy, obviously. We just double tap him, or... Boy, look at how bad the accuracy is at this range. It's 10 shots, each doing 40 damage. So we're going to get through the armor for about half of that per pellet. It could be stand still and double tap is the right move. But it might have been better to run up closer.
You have been judged.
Alright, well that's a little dramatic for what just happened there. But yeah, I'm all okay with trading return fires with you. That works out just fine for me.
For the future to be born.
I mean, I kind of get what you're saying. That's not really how time works. You cannot get close enough for the kill. You can run up and... What is this? Hold on, what equipment are you carrying? Oh, that's a magazine. Why would you even have a magazine in your... You have a grenade! Why isn't that in your hand? Bad play. Bad play on their part. We see a guy. It's okay, that's just a berserker. I don't care about more berserkers. I guess I could have run up and done this first. We want to shoot at you now, I guess? May as well. Just put acid everywhere. Alright, and then those guys should be pretty easy to clean up. Looks like they're massing up on the left side. I'm wondering if I should have Vanessa run around like over here. If I move to right there, what does that give me in terms of grenade fire? Oh, that's worth doing. Plus, if we can damage the structure on this side, I think that's a good idea. Looks like we were not able to damage the structure. I think this is going to turn out to be the place to be for people who want to shoot enemies. So let's commit pretty deep. You and Maxwell, you're pretty close. You're fine here, I think. I guess I want to have as clean a shot as possible, but I want to make sure I'm also getting the free point of will. We'll step over a little bit more. It's worse cover, but also like the enemies don't have guns, so it's fine. Can't get any vision of this dude from back here. No, he's like really deep inside the cathedral. Alright, well we shouldn't have everybody advance on the same side because the enemies aren't going to all go in the same direction. And I guess you are stealth. We can probably afford to have you... Well, hold on. Before we do that, make sure you've moved for the turn. I think I'm going to have you come over here. Like if I'm suspecting all the enemies are going to come this way, then we probably want the Exalted to be over here to do mind controls and whatnot. And I guess the question is, do I want to drop either of the mind controls right now? Probably not. And my guess is they're going to... some of those guys are going to die. Maybe both of them. You want to make sure I'm not shootable, though. She's probably fine. And then now that Pondus moving forward won't trap the Exalted in, I'm going to have Pondus move forward. I'd feel a little bit more secure if I could have real cover. But I'm going to rely on my stealth. You're done. You are also just moving up. God, our team is ridiculously effective. Alright, let's see what they do. Oh, it was just a normal single-shot handgun. You know what? It might have been a Nurgle's Wrath or something. It's probably a Nurgle's Wrath. Boy, that is not real cover that you are in there, friend. How? How did you miss that? Okay, I do like friendlies absorbing all the grenades for us, so I'm shocked that that was a single-shot kill. That's crazy damage from a grenade. Apparently they're not all just carrying acid. Do we know anything about any other grenade types that they have? Maybe that was just an Odin grenade. Maybe it was just one of ours. Ours don't do that much damage, though. Oof. That's pretty rough. And that counterattack was very anemic. Alright, well if our mind control ends naturally this turn, we'll clean these guys up real fast. If not, they're both running over here. And then we will we'll just sweep them into the grenade rain. An interesting use of your turn. Ooh, that's another priest. That's got to get dealt with. We cannot have them mind controlling people. They have enough units. I'm feeling, honestly though, pretty sanguine about this. I think we are in a good position. Okay, apparently not as stealthed as I thought I was. Wow. That's some good work from that turret. Managing to pick off the head at that range. So, Fabiana. Just point blank some dude with the shotgun, right? There you go. That's what you want to happen when you have to run up to somebody for your weapon to work on them. And then we may as well reload for free. So you're good. You can probably melee this dude. Yeah, quite easily. Although we can also pick that guy up pretty easily ourselves, so I guess it makes more sense for you to run over here. And smack this guy. This guy's panicked. I think we can probably do some grenade work over here. Actually, let me try to start with that. Let's see what our grenade range looks like. That's pretty compelling. So yeah, I'm going to boom blast here. And let's see what we get out of it. I have no idea why sometimes clicking the fire grenade button causes the camera to zoom back over to the grenadier, but not always. I think I probably would have adjusted to that behavior by now if it was a thing that happened consistently. And we still have the closer enemies to worry about here, but I don't anticipate that being an issue. That was a lot of will. Okay, so we have a friendly in the way. I could just try to shoot over his shoulder.
Ready for action.
You're easy enough to
Confirming
deal
targets.
with. I guess there's not a lot for the melee guy to do over here anymore. Now that that went down the way it went down. But this guy's super under control. Ooh, okay, I can do this. This is probably the right move. So let's just form a melee kick, but it doesn't give me a good indication. It might not do any damage at all. Whoa, that's not what I thought that was going to do. Usually when you're in targeting mode, hitting tab switches which person you're targeting. Apparently not with melee attacks. So we could have Vanessa just try to drop a grenade over here in a way that's not going to kill the friendly. And if it hits the guy we have mind controlled, that's pretty fine. I don't think I'm going to boom blast on this. I think we're just going to drop it. I don't think the boom blast is necessary. Okay, that worked. Yeah, that worked exactly the way I wanted it to. So, that leaves Bave
Loud and clear.
in an interesting position. I could run over and throw a grenade myself. I could also just run to a position where I have the shot from the side. I assume you're dead, right? Well, you're panicked anyway, so it doesn't really matter how dead you are or aren't. So we only actually have to kill this other guy. There's one other guy, which means I don't even want to run quite as deep. Like from right here, I should have a pretty easy, clean shot. And almost all of the enemies are panicked. This is the only guy who's likely to have a normal turn. Unless we, do something about it. Got a little more armor than I would like, though. Can we do something about that? Now your shot's really bad. Well, I guess if I just aim low with Bave, maybe it won't be a problem. I didn't realize how little armor they were wearing on their legs. Well, it looks like it won't be a kill, probably. I could do this, though. This will mess with the willpower, too. Yeah, we could turn this into a kill pretty easily, I think. Let's just take the leg because the leg has very little armor. I did shoot my ally's shotgun very slightly. Actually, kind of a lot. Kind of a huge amount, actually. That poor person is in terrible shape now. Bleeding for 30. And almost actually stunned out. Is not what I was not what I was going for.
On it.
So I can double tap you out, or I could vanish and then kill you with one shot, which will leave me some action points to move, I guess. Also, just like vanishing in general is a good idea. Vanish to like here.
Identifying target.
Yeah, being visible is overrated.
I'll get him next time.
I'm pretty sure that there wasn't a mischance on that attack. Well, we have a second try. I'm reasonably sure that this, yeah, like the circle was completely full. So this is going to do, oh, just a ton. Just a ton of damage. Turns out you don't always have to remove the armor, because sometimes you can just make it irrelevant.
Aiming.
Let's do it like this. I'm going to try not to shoot the friendly. Okay, I got one bullet. One bullet went to a place. You guys are all terrible shots, but I also don't want to move up because, you know, range is my primary advantage. Alright, if we move the Exalted back a little bit, then I can let Lise run through this hallway. We can just do a little cleanup that way. And the camera keeps, like, jerking to the side erratically when I'm not necessarily doing anything.
Be right there.
Alright, that took way more effort than it should have. And then every other enemy we can see is panicked, right? Yeah, we know that there's another guy over there, but I think we're basically done here. Gonna have some friendlies bleed out in a second, which is not ideal. This is a pretty good panic move for us, though. I like it when they don't run to cover. I like it when they just stand perfectly still. And apparently we're just going to be able to maintain this mind control for all of forever. Feel alright about that. Boy, you are heavily armored. I'm going to point blank this. I think that gives us the best chance of putting the pellets somewhere where they can actually do some damage. Arm is bad, leg is better. And then the only enemy remaining that we're aware of is over here. I guess you need to get over here and give me some vision. That guy's not in great shape. Do I have a grenade in hand? No. I guess we coat him in acid, and then who knows what will happen there. We're not going to be able to get a shot on that guy. Okay, Lise is pretty fast. Maybe this plus another action point worth of movement. Yeah, plus quick shot. There we go. There's your kill.
Enemy down.
That was really not that difficult. Again, like, the thing where they just throw dozens of guys at us as a way of increasing the difficulty, first of all, has a lot of crummy, unintended side effects. We're contributing XP to the Exalted. Like, making the turns really long. And secondly, doesn't actually work all that well as a way of increasing the difficulty. In part because once you can kill enough enemies, you can just panic everybody else. I don't know, man. I don't know how you smoothly manage difficulty, and it can't be an easy thing to do.
Thank you.
Because
without your intervention, everything I've worked so hard for might have been lost. And now you deserve to know the truth. The truth that made the Synod of Yearning declare me a traitor to the dead god. the truth I've been hiding for all these years, calling myself the Exalted, building this army of faith.
Sometimes we still get VO.
And that truth is, I am a traitor. I always have been. I've never believed in the dead god. Oh, he's real. Real and terrible, but I've never been his faithful servant. All this time I've been playing a game, pretending to be his messiah, so I can get close enough to stab him when he's least expecting it.
So your entire religion is a long con. Well, it's probably not the only one.
You must understand, the dead god is not a creature like us. Conventional tactics would have achieved little in the long run. He is ancient and powerful beyond belief. Compared to us, he truly is a god. But he is trapped on Yugoth and cannot act directly, yet. Soon, however, he will try to come here. He will manifest himself. And that is when we will strike. That is when we will take everything from him and claim it for ourselves. But before that can happen, there is work that still needs to be done, so that we are prepared. My anagnostes, my scientists, will reach out to you.
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't really commit to the idea of basically joining forces with the Yugothian entity. I thought this was going to turn out to be a lot crazier than it was. In the end, we're just going to kill him anyway. It's fine. I guess it's fine. So, the Pandora key. With the information gathered by the Temple of Yana, the Exalted has cracked the encryption used by the Yugothian entity in its transmissions. Now the Exalted's DNA must be modified so she can hack the signal itself. Ooh. Also, we should probably put that in the queue. Apparently we only needed one of these things to start the reverse engineer, which means I could have done it a long time ago if I had just unequipped the one that we were holding. But obviously, secondary priority at best. Well, alright, I guess we've figured out how we're going to end the game. Unfortunately, it involves more sitting around and researching stuff. But that is a tomorrow kind of problem, because we are well out of time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when maybe the thing finally happens. I feel like we've been ready for the game to end for some time, so hopefully we're close. We'll see you then.